Good evening. I'd like to call the village board meeting for the village of Cary for May 5th, 2026 to order with roll call, please.
Collier,
Here.
Dudek,
Here.
McAlpine,
Here.
Persina,
Here.
Stefani,
Here.
Walrath,
Here.
Koenig.
I am here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We now move to the open forum where the public is given an opportunity to address the village board about issues not otherwise on the agenda. We welcome any comments from the public, and please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you. Chris Reiki.
I know you discussed, Chris Reiki, 446 Lloyd Street. I know you mentioned something about getting in touch with the senators about the housing, and then you also posted it on Facebook. What makes you think that the senators are going to listen to us when you don't even listen to us and take our suggestions about what we want and what we don't? You don't take what the public is asking. So what makes you think that the senators are going to listen to us as far as the residents of Illinois, the public? Because it doesn't seem like you take the residents' best interest at heart. So that's it.
Martha Ritter.
Martha Ritter, 239 North School Street. Just one question. What happened to equal opportunity employment? I know I won't get an answer. I have never received an answer on anything from this board. When the lawyer said the board doesn't have to answer you, he wasn't kidding. I thought the board represents the residents. Exactly what residents are they representing if they don't even have to answer you, and they don't? Thank you.
Leslie Crane.
Hello, my name is Leslie Crane, and I reside at 209 Mildred Avenue in Cary. I am here to bring to your attention regarding the pungent smell coming out of the fans from the building located at 170 Detroit Street, the Illinois Collective Facility, which is a craft cannabis cultivation center. Just about every day and or night when we step out of our door or leave the windows open in our home, we get a strong and nasty scent of marijuana. Friends, family, and even contractors that come to our house, once they step out of their vehicles, they commented on how bad it reeks of marijuana. I've reached out to Brian Simmons and John Fitch numerous times, but nothing has been done to eliminate or fix the problem. These fans need some type of filters on them, just like the Durex plant that had to do to eliminate the burnt brake pad smell. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll have staff follow up with you. We'll get something taken care of for you.
I greatly
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Anybody else like to address the village board? We'll go ahead and close open forum at 6:04. I have a few things on my agenda. I think we're going to recognize the micro interns first. We have Grant Kolagovsky and Nathan Jarzabek. Would you want to join me up front, please? Did I get those names okay? There's a quiz and all the things that you've done. I'm serious. I have plaque. These are just certificates of completion. This is a program that is done through District 155 that we jumped on last year. It's a internship program that gives students an understanding of what municipal government is about, the different jobs that are available within our municipality that are equal to the public. the regular corporate life. You know, if you like engineering, we have public works. You like communications, we got administration. You like planning and things, we got community development. You know, anything that you want to do in the private sector, you can do in the public sector. And they're high-paying jobs. It's a great environment. You're making an impact to the community. So there was 4 gentlemen that came through it. I met them here, and this we were you kind of get your first into it about, you know, planning and how you would put, was it the Maplewood? Fresco Alley, that's right. You know, how we come across these different decisions and we implement these things, and the input that we get, that we take the good and the bad and we try to figure it out, how is it gonna work? But what's our biggest problem? No money, right? So we're always able to do what we need to do with the best interest of the taxpayers by sticking within our budget. We do the best that we can with the little bit of money that we have here. But I was fortunate and honored to be the keynote speaker last year for District 155 when they rolled this out. We filled the Holiday Inn, and it's a remarkable program that gives kids throughout our county an opportunity to see what it's like in various jobs, not just municipal, but in all the different private sector jobs. They're given this opportunity to shadow, and they work with them. Nick was our designated instructor for them. They've learned all about the process, you know, from police to public works to administration, finance. They understand how we run this operation. So we're thrilled that you were able to join us. I forgot how tall you were. I should have and Nathan.
Thank you.
And Grant. So you got your fancy folders. You can bring those home and put them on your refrigerator, whatever you want to do. But thank you very much. We appreciate you being part of our team. Come back and see us sometime. I think we're going to come over here a little bit. So you get a picture. Hold on right here. See, I need a stand. I'll be on my toes. This is nuts.
And then also, Grant, Nathan, if you guys want to share your experience for everyone, like any highlights or anything like that you enjoyed?
So we did a lot of things in different areas. And basically, the main focus of it was just like learning how local government works and how it functions. And, you know, I used to think like the only thing that mattered was state government and federal government. But after spending 6 weeks here, I learned that local governments can do a lot more. And it's not just the big state and federal government that does a lot, but the local government does a lot for the community.
Coming into the micro internship, I didn't really know anything about any governments, and so I learned a lot about like the different parts. I didn't know there was that many parts.
It's not easy, is it?
No.
Well, thank you again. We appreciate what you do.
Mayor, while you're getting back up, I just have a question for the chief and then also the Fire Protection District. Do you guys offer anything like that? Are there any, maybe not an internship, but exposure to young kids as they're going through high school?
Yes, we offer an Explorer program which offers our youth the opportunity to come in and get a PPM card of the police department. Oh, we'll share. We do offer an Explorer program that offers our youth an opportunity to come in and shadow us and be around and kind of get that peek behind the curtain of a potential career in law enforcement to gain that better understanding of what we do.
The same as Cary Fire. We have the internship cadet program. We work with the college. College is a program where kids go up there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then you do an internship at the firehouse. Then.
Okay, all right, thank you, I was curious.
Thank you. I'm moving along with my report. I just want to acknowledge that this is, I don't know if it's national, but Public Service Week. We are going to be doing something official on Friday, so we wanted to just bring it to the public's attention that we acknowledge the dedication and the service that you do for the public. I always say that we are the first responders as well. Through Public Works Administration, we make things done along with police and fire. That this is a great opportunity for us to showcase what we're able to do, and then highlighting from what these young interns were able to say, that they figure out, wow, there's so much more that goes on, and it's great to be a part of this. And we have got, I think I speak on behalf of the board, we have a phenomenal team, and we will continue to be dedicated to our community. As I've stated before, I've talked about the various issues that we're facing within the state. I'll echo, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with Chris Reiki how what you're talking about is completely different than what the state is trying to do to us. I'm going to talk a little bit about People Over Parking Act. This kind of goes back to the recently passed transit bill that changes the whole operation of our transit system. There's now a NETA board, which is the national, or the, it's, I can't remember what it, it's taking place of the, there's so many acronyms in government, it's ridiculous. But it's replacing the RTA, which is the Regional Transit Authority, which was overseeing Metra, PACE, and the CTA. Through the NETA board, they're dissolving the RTA, and they're going to have a bigger board. I think they're going from like 8 people to like 19 people on this board. They're going to oversee this. Part of this is what the governor was referring to as people over parking. So no longer within a half a mile radius, and I'll touch on this too, this just gets even worse. From a half a mile radius within our train depot, any community that has a train station, it's a half a mile radius. If you have a bus stop or whatever, it's within an eighth of a mile radius, that you cannot limit parking. You cannot, there is no regard to parking at all. So a developer can come in, have a building condemned, and put up however many units they want without any regards to parking. Now, one of the big things that we face in the village of Cary is when we look at different developments, we fine-tune things. We have a very robust parking structure right now where we require 2.25 spaces per unit that is built. That being said, every development that we have approved, that has been negotiated down to 1.5, which we figure that is probably where we need to be. That's going to be our sweet spot. But nonetheless, the state is looking at removing that restriction from all of us. Now, that was the People Over Parking Act. In this new Build Illinois Act, it reduces all the parking around the entire community. We cannot mandate parking anymore. For instance, if you live in a quarter-acre lot, your neighbor could sell their house next to a developer and put up a 4-unit development or an 8-unit development up to 6 stories without any recognition from the village, without any input from neighbors, without ever talking to anybody about these things. We feel that is an encroachment under our local authority, that each community should have the right to determine what's best for their community. We have a robust housing program here right now. Within the next 2 years, we're going to welcome almost 900 units of new housing into the village. That's from single family. We have small lot single family. We've got duplexes. We've got townhouses. We've got row houses. We've got luxury apartments. We've got market rate apartments. You know, we are doing the best that we can. But imagine, we'll talk about what's going up before the zoning board tomorrow, Maplewood. We had very strict restrictions on how much parking. We are looking at the number of units. We are looking at the building heights. We have talked to everybody about this. We've talked to the neighbors. Some of the neighbors may not like exactly how it turned out. Nothing's ever perfect in government. We need to work together to solve things, and that's why there's opportunities for public comment when we have hearings. We can hear what the residents have to say. Moving forward, if this passes, there will be no public hearings. There'll be no input from village staff. There will be no input from any elected official. Neighbors can just do what they want. Maplewood could be a series of 8 to 10 6-story buildings, and we don't have anything to say about it. So why this is important to us for our planning and our comprehensive plans and all the different things that we have to work on, not to mention our infrastructure. Could you imagine, you've got all these service lines for 1 unit and all these different subdivisions. Now all of a sudden you can add 4 or 6 units in these things. That's going to have a negative impact on our infrastructure. In addition to this, we will lose all of our impact fees. That we would not be able to have tap-on fees for our water and our sewer. We have to manage these things. So whenever we approve a development, all these things are taken into consideration. And these are things that we are trying to work with. I just came last week. I was in Springfield for 3 days at the IML lobby day, and we had our IML board meeting, which I'm a member of the board, and we rolled out what a real housing act should look like. We're opening up the doors for communication. We want to talk to the governor's office. We want to have a seat at the table. That's all we're asking for. There has to be some give and take. It can't be a one-size-fits-all for everybody. I can say without fear of contradiction, and I say this all the time, there's not one mayor in the state of Illinois that won't accept housing. We all look for housing. We all want housing opportunities. As I mentioned at the start of this, the next 2 years, we're going to be adding substantial amount of new housing. And we've planned for it, we are prepared for it, and we are going to be compensated for it when it comes to impacting our systems. So all of these different things that come into play, we want to be able to have a seat at the table and negotiate some of these things for the best. Instead of beating us with a stick, let's dangle a carrot. Let's look at various ways that we could come up with plans that we could better the whole process. I don't understand how they want to leave us out of the conversation. We are the ones that where the rubber meets the road. I can guarantee you, if you picked up the phone and wanted to talk to the governor about this, because this is the governor driving this. This is not the legislature. The legislatures, they're not happy with this either. They want us to have a seat at the table. This is something that the governor is pushing. So we want to make sure that when you do talk to your state legislature, your senators and your representatives, that you are able to have a robust conversation, whether you like it or whether you're not. I just got an email yesterday from a resident who wants this, who likes this. Well, that's great, but they don't understand what the ramifications are. When I start explaining what the ramifications are, they take a step back and say, well, I didn't know that. Well, it's our job as elected officials is to make sure that you know what's going on and what we're facing. We will continue to move forward in a professional way. We will continue to work on various solutions for this problem right now. This is something that, this bill, today starts my 14th year as being governor, oh my gosh. 14th year of being mayor, this incredible community that we have. And it hasn't always been easy. It hasn't always been, rose gardens and things, but we've always prevailed. We've always done the best thing for the village of Cary. On the right-hand side of your screen, look at the process that we have to go through just to bring a development into the community. Those are steps that give each and every one of our residents an opportunity to voice their opinion, to come up with changes, to what can we all work with. This strips us of that opportunity. You can look on the right-hand side of that thing. What you'll get, you'll have to call the governor to say, I don't like this. But there has to be an opportunity for us to sit and have a conversation and come up with a plan that brings the real housing that we need to have in our community. The governor's got a robust plan. Over the next 5 years, he wants to add 225 units of housing. Well, the village of Cary is chipping away at, we have got almost 900 of those, and we're one community out of 1,398 communities. I think that's where we start. And we have to continuously make sure that our constituents are educated so that one day, God forbid this passes, and something goes up next to you, somebody knocks down the house next to you and they're going to build up a 4-flat or a 6-flat. Well, we talked about it. We've done our community outreach to let people know that these are going on. So I'd be more than happy to meet with anybody that wants to talk about this. I consider myself pretty well versed because all the organizations I work with, this is all we're doing right now. And it is burdensome, it is tiresome, and it gets very frustrating. So we are going to continue to work on the best interests of our community, and we will always put Cary first. So thank you for my little bit of a tirade here, but this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. This could change the faces of all the communities in the state of Illinois. So enough said. Okay, I will entertain what? Oh, Ellen, Trustee McAlpine had something she wanted to add.
Well, I just wanted to do a nice shout out to let the chief know that The Cary Grove Chamber of Commerce always hosts the Miss Cary Grove Business Scholarship Program, and I always have the girls come in and do a self-defense class. I wanted to thank both the mayor and DC Nadenoff that came in and spent an hour and a half with the girls teaching them self-defense. It's a great skill set that I think everyone should have, but especially young ladies as they're getting a little bit older. And I just wanted to shout out and say thank you so much for that. And a quick note on that, one of our candidates, Trustee Dudek, is in the cadet program with the fire department. So it is being utilized out in the community, and we thank you for giving those opportunities out there.
Good, thank you. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through S as shown on the village's website and is displayed on the video monitor during the village board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
McAlpine,
Yes.
Walrath,
Yes.
Collier,
Yes.
Stefani,
Yes.
Dudek,
Yes.
Persina.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to village staff update. Assistant Administrator.
Thank you, sir. Just a friendly reminder, next week on Thursday, May 14th, we're putting on an evening event, Let's Talk, an evening with your mayor and police chief. So a great opportunity to ask questions, pass on any concerns, and just spend 2 hours with our local police chief and our mayor.
Thank you.
Also, Alfresco Alley is now open, so feel free to come by. Hopefully we get some warmer weather in the coming days.
Yeah, I've seen dozens of people down there already. It's great to see. People just love it, especially these young moms with their kids running around. It's great to see. Chief Hayes, anything?
I have something that I'll touch on when it gets to Administrator Morimoto, I believe. But other than that, looking forward to next week meeting the community.
Director Noonan.
Quick updates from Public Works. Spring curbside brush pickup is ongoing right now. This week we're working north side of the tracks. Next week we'll be moving to the south side of the tracks. Just a reminder to the residents that if you're on the south side of the tracks, have that brush out by Sunday night because crews do one pass through the streets. 4 foot by 8 foot is a pile length. If you have anything bigger than that, you're welcome to call Public Works and we can give you a quote for a nominal fee.
Okay.
Also, hydrant flushing's taking place this week. We're opposite. We're on the south side of the tracks for that right now. Next week we'll be working on the north side of the tracks doing our annual hydrant or biannual hydrant flushing. Community cleanup days. Our annual cleanup day is quickly approaching, June 6th at 8:30. You can meet us out at Alfresco Alley to go out and clean the community. We ask that you reach out to Public Works and let us know who you're coming with. We like to know if there's any kids so we can appropriately assign locations.
Thank you. Director Morimoto.
One quick update along with the chief. The village was very happy to host a resources fair, a resources event that was designed and put on by the Red Cross and the McHenry County Emergency Management Agency, just to provide some resources for residents that have been impacted by the flooding that occurred. And I'll turn it over to the chief to give some info on what that entailed and where we're at.
So we worked through McHenry County Emergency Management. They contacted us early last week looking for a site to try to create almost a one-stop shop for those impacted by the flooding. They set on 2 locations. Friday was in Wakanda, and then Saturday we hosted here, and it was pretty much most of Village Hall. I think there was over a dozen, I'll call them vendors or providers, everything from the Red Cross to food insecurity to flooding issues to insurance, kind of gave the residents that were impacted the ability to come into one room and discuss any issues they were having with the flooding and try to connect them with resource and help. I spoke with a representative from McHenry County EMA this morning. They were incredibly grateful that we offered our building to host and very pleased with the turnout and their ability to host this event. So I think it was a great success and good for the community.
And even though Cary residents specifically weren't as impacted as many along the river and in the region, we were obviously close by and had a facility that was ready and able to assist quickly. So
Yeah, they thought
what
there
it was
was
designed
over a dozen residents that did show up and receive service or get consults, which I think is great.
Any future agenda items or discussion by the village board? None said. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned at 6:25.